Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Hi. My name's Zai. I'm playing Oblivion. And, uh, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I had more that I wanted to say to start this, but I have been playing the remaster a little bit already, just because, I'm the age that Oblivion is. We were both dropped the same year. Uh, and so I had bought this day one, and I've been playing it a little bit, but uh, I don't know. I wanted to stream it. I was gonna start streaming South Park: The Stick of Truth because that's one of my favorite video games. But while I was setting all that up, I was like, ugh, I kind of really want to play Oblivion. So we're playing Oblivion. Uh, right now, I think I have it on expert mode, but I know that that kind of just makes him spongier and makes me considerably weaker. So, if I get tired of doing that, I'm gonna put it back down to adept because I don't really care. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I am loud enough to be heard and the music isn't over me, but even if it is, I don't know. I think I'll turn it down a little more just to be safe. I'm gonna throw it down to like a 3 for now. I'm gonna throw it down to a 2, if I'm being honest with you. Uh, it should be enough to be heard, just not actually take me over, because sometimes this music gets a little intense. Anyways, let's start a new game instead. Grandpa Piss do his thing.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
I love the little imps. There it
This is
is.
the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
I'm a big fan of Oblivion. I'm trying to speak a little louder now because this music is very loud. I'm just not going to speak over it. I don't know why I made a whoosh noise for that, but I did. I'm a big fan of Oblivion. Oblivion is one of my favorite Bethesda games to play. And yet, shockingly enough, it is the only Bethesda game that I've not actually gotten to the ending, to the end of. And when I had originally, like last week, been like, okay, I'm gonna start streaming, I was going to, and I tried my hand at playing some Oblivion to see if I could, like, get substantially into the game before this dropped, and then this dropped like the Monday after that, or the Tuesday, one of the two. And I was like, I just want to play the new Oblivion. This looks really good. So yeah, I got on that, and yeah, I don't fully know how I want to do this, if I'm being honest. I don't have like a super hard plan on how I want to play this. I don't know what race I want to be. I think I'm gonna be an orc. I think I'm gonna be an orc, and my origin will be. Uh, Maybe I'll be a magic orc. Maybe, but I think I might be a magic orc. I feel like that'd be a little cool. Try that out for a second. See if I immediately am like, oh no, I don't want to do this. Uh, Go with a really old orc. No, I'm gonna go like here. I don't know why the shirt flitters. Make him like, yeah. Really surprised at all times. Really, really not surprised. I don't know why eyebrows down is the opposite of surprised. I feel like that usually goes for like angry. Also, in retrospect, I feel like most wizards are old. I feel like most wizards are old, and I don't know if that's true. Oh, hi. Hey, what's up? There's a person here. That's cool. It's going pretty good. This is hopefully the first one that I've gotten it all set up to where, like, I can be heard and everything isn't, like, terribly loud and drowning me out. But, yeah, I hope you're doing well, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done this very much. I've done this like maybe two, three other times, and you know I kind of messed them up audio wise. So I'm kind of starting out here. This is hopefully my first actual like watchable one. So I'm trying to decide what kind of character I want to play right now. I'm thinking about going with an old magical orc man because that sounded funny to me. Uh, if you're asking like what I stream on, I'm currently using my PC. Yeah, sorry, I just had to move it a little so I could see what you're saying better. Yeah, I don't really know how to set it up to do any of that stuff from a console. That's always confused me just a little bit. But, you know, setting up like OBS and stuff wasn't that hard, so I will, thank you. I've been having fun so far. This is more of just a little hobby thing I've been enjoying. I'm making a wide little orc man. I don't know why I've decided it's much funnier to make this orc old bulbous man, but I feel like, you know, during character creation I'm not gonna have a ton of things to say, so light or heavy face? I don't know what that means particularly, but it's just another it's just another one that makes him either wider or less wide. I'm gonna put him like here. I feel like we're at a solid roundness for this old orc man. I say as I up the roundness slider. But, you know, I feel like, sorry, I just keep hearing other things behind me because I have my windows open. I don't know, maybe this guy has a really tiny forehead. No, I feel like nothing about this man's face is tiny except for his actual face. Uh, no, I feel like he can have a short forehead. Like, he's very wide, he's not elongated, really. Uh, and yeah, it just goes back. His brain's real small and smooth in there. Small and smooth. Bit of an underbite. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Uh, this looks like a man who's ready to take on the world, in my opinion. A man who is powerful in the arcane arts and the study of magic, and who will be the one to save the day, to save all of Cyrodiil and shut the gates of Oblivion. That's that's what's gonna happen here. Is he? No, I think this is a happy man. I think this is a man who, after years and this is a man who loves magic. I hate that that's his happy. Yeah, let's turn it a little higher, make it more of a smile. He just kind of has a little bucket for a mouth. Uh, sure. I know I'm just kind of putting most of them all the way to the right, but it's creating art, if I'm being honest. Like, we've done all of this, we never even got to the overbite slider. I think his lips are gonna be a little inflated, you know. He has I almost said experience with bees. I don't know what that means in this context, but this is a man who is amazing at catching popcorn in his mouth. How a part of the eyes do you think we can make this nose experience? We should put this inside. Just all the way. Have it put. I kind of like it as just a little triangle poking out from the side of his eyes. I am in love with this man's side profile. I feel like this is exactly what I needed, if I'm being honest. This is a man who looks like he knows exactly what he's meant to be doing. And honestly, exactly how he ended up in this prison. This does not look like a man who's gonna have to ask how he ended up here. He like ate a horse. Like, this man became one with another animal, like absorbing it somehow. And it wasn't a crime before he did it, but they had to make it one. God, I hate the just like, cause he's expressionless. That's the issue I have. The real issue is that it's not that he looks particularly happy or sad. It's that he kind of looks dead behind the eyes. Like I feel like if I just went like, if I waved in front of his face, he just would like stumble back. I feel like there's no one home. I want to go with one of these red ones, I think. One of these red tinted ones. Yeah. Not even something like super weird, just something that makes it look like he like might be on something. I wouldn't be brave enough to say he's not, me personally. Like, for sure? No. Like, he probably isn't, but I mean, look at him. Okay, what do we know about wizards? Wizards have long, flowy hair. For some reason I associate ponytails with wizards. I don't know if that's for reasons, but we're definitely gonna start with the long, flowy hair. Uh, yeah, I definitely think it might be receding at least a little bit for the Grandmaster Wizard here, who we have not named yet. So I'll go with that one, and then he definitely gets a big bushy beard because that's a staple of a good wizard, in my opinion. Me personally, I'm thinking Gandalf. I'm thinking, am I gonna fall short on any other wizard right now? Merlin. That's where I was going originally, before Gandalf, but I couldn't remember him. By Merlin's beard. The beard makes all of this look intentional. It makes it all look like a choice. And that's giving me problems. It's making me sad. At some point. This man was like, okay, I can salvage this look. I can turn this around in my favor. I can, you know, put a little effort in here, grow out the beard. Still have people respect my magic. Yeah, yeah. God. Highlighting the eyebrows made it so much worse. Okay. I like this guy. I like what we've got going on here. Okay, what's a good name for a magical orc? It's a good name for a magical orc. Alpine. Yeah. Is there a reason for that? I got a bottle of water right here, and it says it on it. That's called character creation, baby. Let's play Oblivion.